Gatlin, Downey, and the 37 bringing us to the green.
Can Mitchell Collins get a one?
And a win, and Ben Crouch is going to take the win here at Pocono for the
Side by side. It's going to be a walk away.
Huge push on the outside. 19.
Heading down to the stripe, it's going to be Mike Fink Jr., number 38, winning.
Moves him up. Here comes Jeziorski to the inside. Welcome into race number 16 of 17 here in the first ever MacTools Cup Series. Today we arrive at historic Texas World Speedway in College Station, Texas, where 42 cars prepare to battle it out on this 2-mile oval. Currently coming in with the point standings, the top 29 are still eligible to be in contention at Homestead for the championship. However, 30th place Ryan Nanako with 97 points back, and everyone behind is eliminated officially from championship contention. That means Minneker, Jason Dady, Ethan Hoffman, Ace Garcia, Jarrett Talmadge, Alejandro Rodriguez, Mitchell Collins, Brett Sierra, Keyshawn Richardson, Zachary DiLello, Stephen Colon, Nathan Stapleton, Nonagon Scott are not in contention for the championship. And coming into this race, it is Mike Cook ahead of Tripp McGuines by 8 points, Ben Crouch by 10, Zach Winkle by 11, Christian Holder by 15 points, Cody Rhodes by 16, Trey Wright and Jacob Brits by 19, Damian Blue by 21, and Sebastian Cucalon falls from 1st to 10th after wrecking out in the early going at Bristol and finishing 42nd. But here on the 2-mile oval, these guys looking to make a statement for their championship viability. Some guys trying to get back into it, others trying to hold on to their position and show why they should be in talks for the championship. Welcome up in the booth. I am Josh Williamson, joined once again by Ethan Farley. Ethan, thank you for joining me again, man.
It's been a pleasure. Last time at Bristol, they've shown each other's colors more or less, give and take. Let's see if any chaos can be outbrought once again here at Texas World, because just like well-known Texas Motor Speedway, a lot of people can take it in any groove that they want, but one groove can send them into victory lane just like that.
Absolutely, and we're just about set to get this race started. Meantime, let's go ahead and take a look at your starting lineup. And as the field rounds turn 3 and 4 to come and get the green flag, we're glad you're here. Hope you're still well. Waiting for that pace car to go down. There it goes on to the pit road. William Brock in his second ever start in the MacTools Cup Series, going to bring the field down to the green flag alongside Camden Jeziorski, Derwish Jr., Trey Wright, and Jonathan Martin. Green flag is out.
These cars already quick as the 88 gets a lead 3 wide already. Almost 3
Jeziorski.
wide, actually.
Jeziorski. Oh, 4 wide back there as DiLello falls out of the line. They're going to be crazy side by side going down the back straightaway. 3 by 3 in trouble right there in the middle of the field, and around
like
goes Cody Rhodes.
The Zero, the only one in it.
Everyone else amazingly gets by. The caution is out. As the field comes around, it is going to be, look at this! Look at this!
4 wide for third.
Ben Crouch gets third, as they will try to get it sorted out, and they will fall back in line with William Brock leading Jonathan Martin, Ben Crouch, Tripp McGuines, Derwish Jr. at the line.
The silver wheelman of Bristol last race, showing off his wheeling skills, holding off 3 other drivers above him to take third place.
Excellent drive to start off this race by Ben Crouch. Once again came into this race only 10 points behind Mike Cook, looking to make a statement for that Chip Ganassi team for championship viability. Meantime, let's go ahead and take a look back and see what happened to bring out the first caution on lap number 1. Alright, taking a look from up above to start. Looks like he came up and pinned Trey Wright into the wall. That is Ryan Benjamin sneaking by on the inside. Jason Dady hard. Is that the 7 of Nonagon Scott making a crazy save to the inside, coming up and unable, well, not getting hit by anyone else. Great save for the 7. And Rhodes able to get it back going. Looks like everyone's going to continue on here at Texas World.
Just another bad start. But don't worry about it. Look at this. He just goes around. Everybody gets around him except for the 7, who gets a little bit of a hit on his grill, but not enough to cause major damage. The 0 having a bad start already. Cody Rhodes not enjoying some shattered dreams right now.
Shattered dreams early on, but still 28 more laps to go and potentially battle for this win. And we've seen some cycle racing going on. This could be good for that Net Zero Chevy. Meantime, let's go ahead and head to the restart here at Texas World. As the field comes down to get the green flag, Jonathan Martin falling to pit road behind the pace car, falling out of second, coming to the restart. It is still William Brock, Ben Crouch, the silver wheelman, making a move to the outside on this restart, wasting no time trying to get the lead from rookie William Brock. Up to the outside, he's got the high line. Derwish Jr. down low. Tripp McGuines, 2 by 2, going down the back straightaway.
These drivers are showing it once again how tough they can be in a track like Texas World. But it's unforgiving, as you can tell, with the 0 team.
Down to the inside, Derwish Jr. takes the lead in that 51. In his second start for that team. Look at the inside. Here comes Crouch. 3 wide. How about 4 wide? But McGuines backs out of it.
Speaking of the silver wheelman, look at him go.
William Brock glued to that outside. They are 3 wide still. Boy, this is good stuff. They are going to remain 3 wide going into 3. No, Brock's going to stretch out front, but Crouch is not letting him get very far ahead. But now he's got to worry about the 51, who now is in the draft of the 5 of Brock, going down the front straightaway.
But right now, that 40 machine's the one to look out for. He's just been showing off all the skill he has.
And he has a lot of it. Meanwhile, way back here, how about more 3 wide? It was 4 wide for a second, but looks like someone backed out of it. Could have been the 37 of Gatlin Downey. Fitzwater now on the inside there, stuck behind Zach Winkle. Trey Wright taking the outside in that 38. All these guys in a battle of their own trying to get back into championship contention, but all of these guys up here, most of them are high up in the points. Ben Crouch is 1. Kenyon Jeziorski is not 1. He is not in points contention, but he is just on a mission for himself, just trying to find that first win. Meanwhile, mostly single file up front right now. Ben Crouch going to look to the inside. Junior blocks, trying to find a way around that 51, who is trying to get up and get around this dominant 5-car early of William Brock.
Trust me, I bet the number 5 team is having a bad panic attack right now. Mainly because he's getting a mirror full of the 51.
And now to the inside, here comes Junior. He's got the run down low. Brock looks like he may have slipped a bit on the outside. Going into 3, though. This is his strong suit on the outside. He's going to... Here comes Crouch peeking in the middle. He's going to go to the outside to try to get in the draft. And he's going to push Brock by the 51. Watch off into turn 1 here. See where he goes. Up to the high side comes Crouch.
They both have the draft, so he's going to just fall in.
2 by 2 behind. And some single file back here. This is the 24 of Bradley Ream trying to hold off the 97 of McGuinness. But what a run that 24 got, going up behind the 40 of Crouch. Now he's going to draft the 40 by the 51. And Crouch into the second position, trying to get up and chase down the 5, who has a huge lead at the line.
The 40 is showing that he shouldn't have to rely on a number and a sponsor to show his skill here. He is quickly caught up to the 5.
And he's going to go to the inside. His point rival right now, Mike Cook, currently sits in the 23rd position. So he's up here getting the lead. This is a huge battle. This is a huge moment for him if he goes up and gets a good position here. Meanwhile, he's also got Tripp McGuinness back behind him, who was ahead of him in the points coming into this race by 2 points. And was behind Mike Cook by 8 points. So both of these guys at this rate looks like they might overtake the 29 in the point standings, who is having a rough start.
Everybody is helping out the silver wheelman. Both Hendrick cars trying to send it 3 wide.
Now Ream to the inside. He's going to try to get the spot. McGuinness wanting to get around the 40. Of course, this is all about points for him. He's trying to defend his championship viability. They're going to go 3 wide. Benny Watson, the 21, making a move into the picture. Still 3 wide going through turns 1 and 2 and down the back straightaway. Lap traffic ahead. It's going to be Jonathan Martin.
3 wide battles is what the 40 thrives on, because he can hold the car still as much as he can. It looks like he's just on rails.
Ream gets to the lead for the time being. Meanwhile, these are points rivals right here. McGuinness making that inside line work. Looks like the outside may be fading a little bit here just before halfway. Never mind, here comes Crouch on the outside, making that outside line work and sticking it to Tripp McGuinness, going down the back straightaway. Still 2 by 2 as Junior tries to get into the picture in the 51.
The 40 doesn't care what groove is recommended. He'll make a groove work whether they like it or not as he tries to get back into second.
He's got drafting help now from William Brock, who is trying to get back up to the lead. His teammate Bradley Ream has a 0.3 of a second lead currently over Ben Crouch, but now that gap is starting to shrink through turns 1 and 2 as they go down the back straightaway. Halfway done here at Texas World, waiting for potential pit cycles to happen probably around lap 22 or so. With that caution having come out, they could be good to the end here. We'll just see what kind of strategy these guys pull, if they're able to make it or not. But meanwhile, William Brock giving a mirror full to Ben Crouch there in the 40. Tripp McGuinness trying to find a way by right now. Ben Crouch and Tripp McGuines would be tied in points going to the end of this race, but Ben Crouch has the points advantage by leading a lap. I don't believe that McGuines has gone up there and led a lap yet, so right now 1 point is all that separates Ben Crouch and Tripp McGuines in the 97, and now McGuines, now they'd be tied, and now McGuines going to the inside now is ahead of Crouch in points, and now to the inside, here he comes!
The 97 is just charging in, but the 40 not giving in.
There is chaos going on behind. Also, look at this, 2 wide. It was 3 wide for a second going into the corner. Here comes DiLello to the inside. Can't quite get something going there. He's going to slip back a bit.
He's slowing up, checking everybody.
Ooh, to the inside. There goes Fitzwater around and up into the field, and it's a big one.
Big one here at Texas World.
And still piling in more cars. A hard hit for Jason Downey and a Texas-sized crash here at Texas World Speedway. A heartbreak for Zachary Fitzwater in the 30 and all of these other guys. See, Mike Cook was involved in the 29. That is a huge break for Tripp McGuines and Ben Crouch, but a horrible break for the 29. Came into this race leading the points, and Ryan Mineker, another Hendrick car who was stuck back in the field, looks like he's going to be done. Ace Garcia, Jason Downey, Christian Holder involved. Look at all the damage to Talmadge. Ethan Hoffman's done.
Again, the 6th Viagra to see with a hard crash.
Very, very hard. And all the smoke pouring out of one car. It's last week's winner, Keyshawn Richardson in the Old Spice 11. Big crash here. And we'll come around and get pit stops here, more than likely. After pit stops, we'll go and see what happens. It's a Hendrick 1-2 right now. Bradley Ream and William Brock, both of these guys searching for their first win in the MacTools Cup Series. Waiting to see if they come down, and they will. Crouch looks like he's going to stay out. And everyone else is going to come in. McGuines is going to come in. Wonder what kind of strategy that Crouch is going for.
Well, the thing is with the 40, new tires, doesn't matter. If he hits the groove, he'll act as if it was fresh fours.
And here it comes.
That's how good that 40 is.
Here comes Cody Rhodes and Jonathan Martin. Both of them have come down to the pit road. You know, Rhodes spun out, had to come down and get tires. And Jonathan Martin came in pit at the coming to the green flag last time by. Looks like Ream is going to be the first off pit road in the 24. Looks like he may have just taken 2 tires, so he's going for a gamble. William Brock, then Jeziorski, then Stephen Colon. Tripp McGuines has some damage there in the 97. What in the world happened on pit road? We'll have to see in a second. First, let's go ahead and take a look to see what happened to give us this second caution of the race. So taking a look here at full speed, looks like it started back here with Zachary DiLello slowing up in front of Mitchell Collins, then Clifton into the back of Fitzwater, lucky to not hit the end of that wall, but unfortunately they slide up and collect all these cars. Mike Cook, championship contender, involved, and hard hit for Keyshawn Richardson. You saw that red car come in. Jason Downey sliding into the grass. Heavy damage to these cars.
Once again, just hard racing all around. But look at this. If anything, if he wasn't backing away, he would be inches away from hitting the entrance. But all that caused is just one bad pileup. Nobody was scrambling. Everybody stuck to the side. Nobody saw it due to the smoke. It was just one big car accident after the other.
Completely blocked.
And the 18 just spinning around.
Like he hit someone late in that. Could have been maybe it was the 17 of Holder. See him stalled in the middle of the track. A lot of cars getting involved. Man.
And a lot of cars having a bad time here at the Lone Star State.
One more look at this before we head to the restart. At full speed, Noah Clifton involved. See, Damian Blue, Mike Cook, championship contender, and Jason Dady hard right there into Christian Holder. And he slides through the grass and comes to a dead stop in that 18 Interstate Batteries car. So watch as they came down into the pit road. See Derwish Jr. go in. So not really much of a stack up going on at the head of pit road. McGuinness will come into his stall right there behind Bradley Ream. All these other guys come in. See, does he just... Oh, Ream gets hit hard by Zach Winkle, the 77. And as McGuinness comes off pit road, is someone just going to pull out in front? Oh, man, right there. Collision on pit road with Ryan Benjamin, Eric Jackson, Ben Jung. And just destroyed the nose of McGuinness. Wonder if he's going to be able to go on here. And as the field comes around turn number 4, it's Ben Crouch leading, Bradley Ream second, Cody Rhodes third, Jonathan Martin fourth, William Brock fifth, Tripp McGuinness unable to continue after that incident on pit road. Green flag is out, Crouch stretches ahead, a great restart for the Silver Bullet.
The Silver Wheelman showing off as well. The speed on the restart. Many people are going to question Cody Rhodes holding everybody
Oh my
up.
goodness, this is trouble. 4 wide, how about 5 wide coming down the back straightaway, and trouble again. Another pile up, and huge. Oh my goodness.
The 9 almost got out of it, but he got caught up.
Cody Rhodes in it again. Ben Jung in it, and upside down on the side. Eric Jacks almost upside down, but able to keep it on the ground. Benny Watson involved, and William Brock after such a good run.
Sucks for the rookie man himself, the number 5. But I don't know what happened with Cody Rhodes. He was doing so well. Did he? I don't even think he got power when he was running.
That was really strange. Crouch continues to lead. It's Jonathan Martin, it's Camden Jeziorski in the second position. Jonathan Martin is actually a lap down with DiLello in third, Gatlin Downey fourth, Mark Silas fifth. And
this could have some big championship play. There's some big championship words. Can't seem to describe the amount of championship opportunities all these drivers now have.
Look who made it through. Mike Cook, the points leader, is currently in the 6th position right behind Casey Nanako, as looks like Crouch came into the pit road in the 40. Was going to try to chance it to get to the end. The caution came out. He's going to be back in the field now. He will come off the pit road after getting his service, presumably for fuel, and will come around and rejoin the others. But let's go ahead and take a look back and see what happened to bring us probably the final caution of this race. So we'll just go back and watch from the restart here as Rhodes there in third. It looks like Ream didn't get going in the 24 to start. Rhodes around the outside. All these cars faster going up through the middle, and they just start stacking up. Everyone's want to go high, want to go low. And oh, right there, that car on the inside, that was the 42 Salmon Ozkan up into Rhodes. Just start the whole thing.
From the looks of it, the 0 didn't go with the 24, and just everything went wrong. The 5 goes around. The 9 sees it, goes way low, but the bad accidents keep happening, and he gets collected in it.
Salmon Ozkan, as he slid down the track in the 42, went up, hit the outside. Looks like he made contact with the 31 of Pryor and just spun down and got right in the path of Benjamin. And at least 15 cars getting collected in this accident. On lap 25, you see Eric Jacks up on 2 wheels, almost went over, but he will continue on in that Evernham Dodge. One more angle before we get to the restart. There's William Brock just getting turned on the outside. Benjamin getting wild to the inside. There he goes. Around he goes. And all these other cars behind. Benny Watson trying to shoot the gap, and looks like he got clipped. And coming around to get 2 laps to go for potentially the final restart of this race. Camden Jeziorski, Zachary DiLello, Gatlin Downey, Mark Silas, and Casey Nanako, the top 5, the highest guy in points. Mike Cook, who's the points leader. Green flag. Jonathan Martin, the lap car, right there at the front. Look at the field stacking up behind and going 3-4 wide. Zach Wheeler not get going, around they go. Bradley Ream, Benny Watson, and Ben Crouch is in it. Nonagon, Scott, Mitchell Collins, and a horrible break for the Silver Wheelmen, and the caution is out. They will come around, and that will be the race. Who's gonna win? Is it gonna be DiLello on the inside? He can't quite get there. Camden Jeziorski is going to win for the first time in the MacTools Cup Series. 16 different winners in 16 races.
Bad race all around for the 40 team. He was dominant, showed off as much as he could, but just the late wreck got into him for the Silver Wheelman. But congrats on the 88 machine. Holding off somebody like the 23 is a feat of its own, but let alone actually being able to win a race like that.
The highest guy in points right there. A beat and battered Mike Cook has had a rough race today, but will leave Texas World Speedway with the best shot at the championship at Homestead, as he will leave with the points lead with Ben Crouch's troubles. Here comes around Gatlin Downey coming down to the pit road as they come to the checkered flag, but Camden Jeziorski is going to cross the start-finish line and officially be the winner here at Texas World. One more race to decide the champion.
That wreck has championship implications written all over it.
And speaking of that wreck, let's go ahead and look back and see what happened to set it off. So we'll watch from up above, centered on Bradley Ream, as they came around to get the green flag. See if he just doesn't go here, as Winkle did not go in the 77, and everyone just slow there. They tried to pinch 4 wide. Jung down low, and Ream just gets turned by Collins and up. Oh, hard hit for Benny Watson. Nonagon Scott, big hit, and the most heart-wrenching hit of them all, Ben Crouch in the 40, who had worked so hard to get back up into points contention for the points lead, and it all goes to Har on lap 29. Now we'll watch from overhead of turn 1 as the field just comes into the first corner. Watch the middle pack.
Just watch as everybody checks up, connection with the 24 there, and pow! That's where it ends.
Heartbreak for all those guys. Benny Watson had such a good run going for the Wood Brothers car. Nonagon Scott had a good run going. It dodged some pretty big crashes today, and it all ends up in flames and sparks and smoke for that 7 car. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and head to pit road to take a look at your final standings. Well, here are your finishing standings here at Texas World Speedway. Camden Jeziorski, Zachary DiLello, Gatlin Downey finishes 3rd, Mark Silas 4th, Casey Nanako, 5th, Noah Clifton 6th, Sam Ozkan 7th, Ben Jung 8th, Trey Wright 9th, Mike Cook rounds out the top 10, and we'll have the points lead leaving here Texas World Speedway. Oh, how about we just tell you the cars that didn't, the cars that did finish this race, as 19 cars were all that were able to finish this race. 20th, 23 cars were unable to.
Or 18 pack is fine, and a couple packs of 6.
Yeah, that was a crazy race, but a big setup for the championship battle at Homestead next week. Ethan, any final thoughts, man?
So far it's just been hard racing all throughout. For the majority of the time, it was just bad starts to cause these accidents, but with the drivers, it wasn't that much. It sucks that the 40 had to go through that, but from what I know, he ain't down and out yet. Silver Whaleman is going to show his colors once again, and he may be able to contend for a championship.
And we'll take a look at your point standings going into the finale at Homestead next weekend. At the bottom of the screen, Ben Crouch able to finish up the race in 22nd, 12 positions behind Mike Cook. Tripp McGuines, another guy who was in the talk of taking over the points lead, finishes 30th. And Christian Holder had wrecked out of this race. Cody Rhodes wrecked out of the race. Trey Wright finished up in 9th, so he's going to be pretty close to the front of the points lead. He was only 19 back coming in, so was Jacob Brits. Brits, I think, wrecked out in the 2 car. Yes, he did. He finished 23rd. And Damian Blue also wrecked out. Sebastian Cucalon, I believe, yes, he did, wrecked out 32nd. So the whole top 10, the only 2 guys that were able to finish that came in the top 10 in points, Mike Cook and Trey Wright. So there's your point standings at the bottom. Going to be a chaotic battle for the championship at Homestead. A lot of guys in contention for it. Should be a good one. From up here in the booth, I'm Josh Williamson with Ethan Farley. We'll see y'all at Homestead.